Who's debuting? Who's returning? Who's who? We're going to find out here with a breakdown of The Last of Us Season 2 cast. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. We know we've got a long wait until we get the second season of The Last of Us. Right now, it's been rumoured for a late 2025 release, or at least a mid-2025 release. So, from this point, we're probably looking at least 18 months until we get the second season. Now, they haven't even started filming yet, so that kind of does make sense. I think that it's going to be at least mid-2025, summer 2025, until The Last of Us returns. And I'm not a big fan of that. I personally like a series when it's on. I like Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. I like the next season to be the next year. And I like roughly having the same start time. I'm not a big fan of having to wait like 18 months or having to wait even 7 months. I like a 12-month. I think it's good when you know what time of the year a series is returning and when it's finishing.
Yeah, by the time we get this, it'll probably be, 27 months, according to the speculation, the rumours, the predictions. So, that's too long for me. Yeah, COVID.
Hype can die down as well.
I do think COVID kind of changed the game a wee bit, but I'm not going to blame COVID too much.
You think series, you think like producers and all that stuff?
Well, I think to a degree...
They've got a little bit complacent and now they're happy to wait longer between seasons?
Maybe. But I've seen shows do it before. Sopranos did a couple of years between 4 and 5 and 5 and 6. But Walking Dead was good. Walking Dead's the show for me that set the blueprint in terms of you had your 8 episodes, then your 8 episodes, then your 8 episodes.
Yeah, I'd say that. The Walking Dead actually scheduled it good, where it was pretty much the same release time every single year. 8 mid-season, then come back for another 8. And I would have liked to have seen The Last of Us kind of do something similar to that so that you know what you're getting. We didn't get mid-season breaks because they only did 9 episodes. I definitely think they could have done more than 9 episodes. For whatever reason, though, we did not get that. But let's have a look at who is coming back to the show. So we have some returning characters, of course, and we also have some debuting characters in Season 2. But again, with the long gap between Season 1 and Season 2, I mean, if you're old, there's a good chance you could, God forbid, pass away.
You could.
Thankfully, though, The Last of Us cast is pretty young, so...
But Big Pedro, it's just... He's got so much going on. And that's the problem, though, with this guy. It's not like he's just signed down to The Last of Us.
Now, do you think the big wait between Season 1 and Season 2, has that got anything to do with the time skip in the game? I believe it's like a 4-year time skip. Do you think they wanted to maybe leave it a little bit later just so Ellie would be a bit older? But then again, she's already 19. You're not really maturing as much when you're 19.
No, I'm going to disagree, because the show fired through a year in 9 episodes, so it's not been in their best interest so far to drag him.
Yeah, but my point was, in the first game, she's 14, in the second game, she's 19.
Yeah, but there's ways to make people look older.
The actress that plays her was already 19, so therefore I don't think she's going to look that much older in a couple of years' time.
No.
But if you're 14, you would look a hell of a lot older.
Aye.
In a couple of years' time. So it's nothing to do with that?
No, but...
You just think they're putting a lot of work into it and they want to take their time and make it right?
Yeah.
With that said, guys, let's get into it. So let's look at the characters coming back. So we did make videos on these people that have been announced. So we've got Caitlin Dever playing as Abby. I've seen a lot of people say that this isn't a good pick because she needs to bulk up and she's nowhere near the size of Abby. But, I mean, are you fucking serious? We've literally seen so many characters have their race completely swapped and people are going to take point with this Caitlin Dever person not having enough muscles. How can this be the thing we draw the line at? We've literally seen so many...
You gotta have black muscles on your white muscles.
We've seen so many white characters being replaced, yet people care about the lack of muscles on Caitlin Dever. I don't understand that.
Well, I tell you why, because the LGBT community is affected by this one, that's for sure.
Well, what's your thoughts?
Well, what's my thoughts? Keep her fucking slim. No, there's no need to see a muscular woman, that's for sure. Especially in a zombie apocalypse, man. Come on. Who are we trying to kid here? What's going on? Just because the game went woke doesn't mean the TV... But the TV show is woke. When we're woke in the game. But
so you're saying you can't have muscles in a zombie apocalypse?
No, I'm not saying you can't, but for women, it should be a fucking no on either side of the wall for me. What do you think?
For women, it should be a no on either side of the wall, so for men and women?
No, either side of the wall, as in normal world or zombie apocalypse.
Right, okay. Well,
I think they've cast it bad here. If you want a muscular woman...
No, I think they've cast it good. I think she looks alright.
Yes, but if you want a muscular woman, then they've cast it bad. But the problem is, you're right, why are people not taking uproar with race swapping?
Why is race swapping a bigger deal than someone that lacks a little bit of definition? I mean, look, Jeffrey Dean Morgan probably wasn't that big compared to what Negan was in the comics, but he made it work. I mean, who gives a shit if she's lacking a few pounds? She could easily bulk up a little bit between now and put a bit of muscle on. It's not hard.
Yeah, but why does she need to?
If she wants to have well, that's what I mean. Like, why does she need to have muscles like Abby when you've got black people playing white people?
No, but it's not a case of, she needs to bulk up to make it believable when she kills Joel.
No, it's not. The people are wanting good. People want her to represent the character. People are saying that Caitlin Dever isn't a good Abby because Abby was like bulkier and stronger and had muscles, and Caitlin Dever's smaller and slimmer in stature. But I would say, well, how can you take an issue with that, but you're completely okay with a black person playing a white person? I mean, there's more chance...
Welcome to liberal America.
There's more chance of Abby putting on muscles and getting a bit stronger for filming season 2 than there is a black person turning white. Michael Jackson. Anyway, I think Caitlin Dever's a pretty good choice for Abby.
Yeah, well, I don't know who else would they pick, but let's talk about young Messino. Talked about this guy.
At least they got him right.
My video ended up in the lost episodes.
Maybe we'll find that one day. It might resurface, but young Messino playing as Jesse. At least they got the Asian part right. And I can definitely see, I mean, the chin's kind of similar as well. I mean, you know what? I think if you gave him that hairstyle, that would be him. I think that's pretty damn good.
We've done a good job.
It looks like Jesse's got maybe greener eyes, perhaps. But, I mean, we're really picking...
you can put contacts in.
We're picking bones here, aren't we? I think that's a decent pick.
Let's move on. Can't say much more.
So you're not going... let's rate them out of 10, actually. Let's go back. So, Caitlin Dever is Abby. I'll give a 8. I'll give an 8 out of 10.
So what are we doing and compared to the character, or what we think?
With the cast and compared to the character, what do you think the casting of Caitlin Dever for Abby? What would you rate it out of 10?
7.
Right, I'll give it an 8. So there you go, 7.5. Jesse, I'll give a 10. I mean, I'm not saying it looks exactly like him, but you could put that hairstyle.
I'll give him a 9.
Close enough. Well, what do you have to be a 10 then? If you only give him a 9.
I need to see the hairstyle on him.
9.5 then. We have Isabella Merced as Dina. Now, I'm not sure what race Dina is in the game. I mean, I thought she was like Indian or something, but apparently she's Jewish.
But you know what the problem is, right? We're putting these images side by side, and it's before they've even went in to fucking be like, putting makeup or whatever on, or...
Yeah, well, you have to factor in what that's going to look like. All we know is, we didn't know what Negan was going to look like when Jeffrey Dean Morgan decided to play him.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've referenced him twice, but still...
So reference someone else.
You know what I mean? Like Andrew Lincoln, like...
Andrew Rankin? Well, you know, I'll give Dina an 8.
An 8, based on...
That's my rating.
Needs to dye her hair though, doesn't she?
Aye, she does.
That looks a bit too
brown.
light. Aye, brown. Well, I suppose that's the right colour. I think that's a good pick though, so we'll see. Obviously, with Pedro Pascal as Joel, I think Pedro's a good Joel.
He's a good 10.
I wouldn't give him a 10. I would give him an 8.
He's portrayed Joel pretty well. I can't think of an actor.
We're going on appearance here. I'd give him an 8. I think he pulls off Joel pretty well. I know people say Gerard Butler, but you weren't getting him. But then again, I didn't think you were getting Pedro Pascal either, so...
I'll give him a 9.
9? I'll give him an 8. Bella Ramsey, wow, okay. I am going to give...
If it was Stevie Wonder, it could be like a 9. But I'm not Stevie Wonder.
I'll give her a 4. I mean, I think she's 19, but I think she looks a bit younger, so I think she plays the role of a 14-year-old pretty well. I mean, they got the same colour and stuff like that. I mean, at least she's white. But, nah, I mean, I can't say it. I don't think it's great, so
I'll give her a 5.
5. 4.5. Up next, we have Gabriel Luna as Tommy. Especially in the first episode, I'm just not seeing it. Tommy is like white, Caucasian, got the long blonde hair. Gabriel Luna, he's definitely... He doesn't pass as a Caucasian the way that Pedro does.
No.
You can tell he's definitely more Latino.
Yeah, no, but it's not like they're going for that. They're openly embracing that.
Yeah, but that's what we're going for.
Aye. Aye, so that's alright.
So I'm getting Gabriel Luna.
Yeah, but let's not pretend they brought this guy in and went, well, he's white.
I thought it was very poor. I'm giving him a 2.
I'm going to give him a 1. Tommy did fuck all for me in the show.
Yeah, well, it's more Gabriel Luna as the casting as Tommy. Like, what do you think the cast?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He did
How
nothing
can we
for
be
me in the
10
show.
minutes? You're saying Tommy though. How can we be 10? Right, I mean appearance wise.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, okay.
I don't think he doesn't look like a Tommy.
Well, it doesn't really
He didn't
matter.
do a good job as Tommy in my
But it
opinion.
didn't matter what Tommy done. Tommy could have fucking
Tommy
sat.
Lee Jones would have been a better option.
Tommy could have sat and read a Bible for 9 episodes, right? Does he look like a good Tommy?
No, and he didn't portray a good Tommy.
I'm giving him a 2.
That's alright.
You're giving him a 1,
I
right?
factored in what Bella Ramsey portrayed. This is a
I'm
fucking...
giving a 0, right? Because this is just not Maria.
No.
Maria was white.
Maria...
Who wants to be her? Well, apparently Bettina Wesley. I mean, come on. What is it with the fucking whitewashing the characters and forcing these mixed race relationships down our throat?
Ah well, see when they bring out GTA San Andreas, I want them all to be white. Said no one ever. I mean, come on. What's that about? Imagine Carl Johnson. Carl Johnson with his wee Aryan blonde hair. It just wouldn't work. And I'm not gonna pretend. I'm not gonna lie, right, and say this making her black it makes it awful because of course it doesn't. But it does. It's so forced.
It kind of does ruin it for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like she's like the second major character.
But where did the equal?
It's not quite Ellie being black.
Well, I mean, Joel Daughter was fucking black, and
But she's not really Ellie.
but why didn't they level out? How come they couldn't like equal things out? How come the two brothers, Sam and what's his name?
I know who you're on about. Why couldn't they make them
Why
white?
weren't they white?
We can't do that.
So I mean, it's not like they can. They're going to pretend that they picked the best actors and actresses. They want it like, award winning. They want it like a elite level act, and that's what they cared about, rather than who represents the actual character better. But I mean, that's bullshit. What they wanted to do is they wanted to just take out a lot of white people from the game and replace them with people of colour. That's what they did here.
POCs.
This is getting a 0 for me.
Yeah, 0. Can't be anything other than a 0.
No. Meryl Dandridge as Marlene. I thought she was a very good Marlene. You know what? I'm actually going to give a 10. I thought she looked like Marlene down to the fucking ground.
Are we sure it wasn't Marlene?
I don't think it was Marlene, but
I'll give her a 10.
I don't think you could have cast a better Marlene.
I think the best casted character. There you go.
Funny enough, also, I mean, see, there's no race swap here.
No.
Is there a trend going on here?
Maybe.
The black people got to
Slightly.
remain black, and the white people.
God bless America.
And we have Anna Torv as Tess. I didn't think this was a good cast. I didn't really get Tess vibes.
I'm going to give her a 3.
I thought the actress was actually okay. I thought she did a good job, but I'm basing it purely based on looks here. I'd give it like a 4. I didn't think it was great.
Yeah, like you said, the actress is good, but...
I would have liked to have seen her in it longer. But
she's
again...
I mean, honestly, she looks about... She could... If someone said to me she's 60, I'd be like, alright. Even though she's supposed to be playing, someone probably, late 30s, early 40s? In fact...
Yeah, I don't think... I enjoyed the actress and I enjoyed her acting. I think she should have been in it a bit longer, but I don't think it doesn't look like... doesn't look like Tess to me.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, she's white, but that's not enough.
It's not enough, damn it.
Bill and Frank, they're not in it. We're going to end it here, but what do you make of the casting of Bill? Frank wasn't in the game, so we're not even going to entertain him. But Bill, I'd say Bill was a decent... I'd give Bill an 8. I think he did look like Bill.
He did.
It was pretty good
I'll
Bill.
give him a 9.
No, stocky man, lard ass kind of...
I'll never forget the scene, though.
Where he's laying on top of him when he starts going down.
I don't need to
Yeah,
hear
that was...
No, let's be real, right?
That's a ratings killer for sure.
I'll say let's be real as many times as I want in this video. But what are the chances of him setting up, right, this bunker, this safe house land, or this community by himself, and a gay guy wanders into his backyard that happens to want to bomb him? And no, like, the odds of that.
Did he not have a wife, or am I completely...
I don't think who, Frank or Bill?
Bill? Am I completely making this up?
No, he didn't. No, he was just a weirdo.
So he's been gay his entire life?
No, he says he'd never been with anyone, but he thought he was gay. He could have kissed a woman and it didn't feel right. He said something like that to Frank.
100%?
83% sure.
Damn, I'm thinking about moving him down for an 8. Anyway, guys, that's it.
But what are the chances, right? Like, I know you'd be led to believe by, like, the woke media that 1 in every 2 people you meet is gay. But what are the chances of a gay guy falling in this guy's trap and it turns out he's actually a giver and not a receiver? What if there were 2 receivers? wide receivers. They'd be fucked. Game's a bogey.
It's like batteries into negative and positive.
It just wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, so... Aye, anyway, guys, that is it. There you go. I mean, I think the people they've casted for Season 2 are a hell of a lot better than the cast for Season 1. In terms of appearance and being true to the characters.
Yep.
So far, they've done a good job. I've no complaints. Like I said, there was some really good casts.
Why didn't they do 2 gay black men?
Ho, can't be doing that. I do think that Marlene was cast it pretty much perfect, and I think Joel was fantastic as well, but yeah, there was just 2. I mean, you've got Tommy's wife, I mean, Tommy himself. Ellie was not a good cast. I said from day one, I did not think that Bella Ramsey looked like Ellie. Didn't think she looked anything like Ellie.
No.
Especially when you see like photos of her in her personal life as well. Looks more like she'd be suited to cast it in the next upcoming Alien movie. But anyway, guys, that's it for Fog Entertainment. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.